Donald Trump convicted, felony charges on 34 counts. This is unreal. Today, we're going to talk about what happened, and I'm going to tell you guys there has been an obvious new meme coin development out of this. I'm going to tell you today on which horse I'm placing my bets. I'm going to give you my thoughts on what's going on with this whole Trump and Biden ordeal, what the outcome is likely to be, and I'm going to tell you what's been going on this week. Since I have not been here the past couple of days, it has been one hell of a week. I'm out here in Austin, Texas, as some of you might know, which has been extremely beneficial, but also extremely busy, hence why I haven't been making the videos. So today, guys, is going to be a quick one. It's Friday, and I hope that you guys have had a wonderful week. And if you're excited for this video, destroy that like button. What's up? My name is Kyle. I have been having a really good time out here at Austin, really, really busy, but mostly I'm here to make connections with a lot of people out here in the States who I haven't had a chance to do that yet because mostly I'm doing a lot of my business in the Middle East and in Asia. But this has been very fruitful so far, and the good news is that a lot of this will trickle back to you guys, the community, as I make some relationships with some really, really impressive VCs that will help us with deal flow for things like Commonwealth and Paid, and also some great projects, some startups that are completely under the radar, which has been exciting. And I will continue to tell you about those guys as they evolve. Hopefully we have a big announcement that is a result of some of this efforts in the next few days, early next week. So stay tuned for that, and let's get into it. So as you know, Trump was convicted on 34 counts, unanimously, guilty charges. You know, is this a political thing? Of course. Now, I think it's pretty safe to say that if Trump was not running for office, these charges would never have been pressed, and it seems like a clear attempt for the Biden administration to try to remove an opponent. However, it's just getting incredibly dirty. And as you know, I don't really like to take sides on politics, but the first time that I was actually interested in an election was the last time that the first time that Trump ran against Biden, because it was so very clear that the mainstream media wanted Biden to win. It was heavily, the media was heavily influencing that decision. Now, I'm always, keep in mind, I had no interest in either candidate before, nothing. And if it would have been flipped around the other way, if all the media would have been wanting Trump to win and Biden in the speaking poorly about him, then I probably would have thought the other way, right? But there always seems to be some sort of agenda. So the question is here, how is this going to affect the crypto markets? And we know that Trump has been rallying a crypto army and a crypto narrative, which we're all for. And that was leading, Biden into forcing his hand at becoming pro-crypto. But as we know, as we can see now, he has essentially vetoed the bill, the SB 121 we talked about last week, where essentially, banks and things like that could custody crypto. And it was a net positive for the space. And we thought that this would be political suicide for Biden. And I think now that they have this guilty verdict for Trump, that they have that problem taken care of. And so Biden can go back again yet to his anti-crypto stance along with Elizabeth Warren. That's what seems like to me is happening. Just my own 2 cents there. Take a look at this. This is kind of crazy.
Mr. President, can you tell us, sir, Donald Trump refers to himself as a political prisoner and blames you directly. What's your response to that, sir?
No way. You can't make this is straight out of a movie. Like, there's a whole lot of bits to watch this again. Just like,
prisoner and blames you directly. What's your response to that, sir?
that's like, how do you say you did it without saying you did it? Like that. Anyway, I don't think that this is going to matter at the end of the day, right? I don't have a lot of information on this. I have not been paying too much attention, to be honest. I've been networking and building relationships and these kind of things. But from what I understand, it's probably not going to affect the outcome of the election, at least not to what maybe people had hoped. If anything, this is going to fuel people. It's going to fuel people to see that there is an attempt at manipulation for the outcome of this election. And yeah, so yeah, Trump has gotten, what is it, the $54 million? It's somewhere in here. Where is it? Here, the Trump campaign has raised a total of $52.8 billion in the 24 hours following Trump's conviction. Basically just saying that the general public is infuriated, they're shocked, and, whatever happened to like fair and honest elections. And, I don't really want to talk too much more about the politics side of things. Let's talk about the potential overhang coming in the market as well. So we had Gemini, who released their from the Earn program that they had, $2.18 billion of assets back to the customers that was frozen before. And so there was probably some sell pressure that had come from that. And also we have this kind of news coming from Mt. Gox. We saw these 107,000 Bitcoin move, and people got freaked out about that, caused some of a sell-off. But you guys, this is not going to happen likely until October 31st. So people saw the Bitcoin moving. They thought, oh my God, this is coming to dump on the exchanges. And it was offset fairly quickly. Now, this gives you an idea of, how it's probably not going to be a very big deal, because over the past 5 months, we've had over 1 million Bitcoin being sold into the market. And not only did we absorb it, no problem, but the price actually went up significantly since those 1 million Bitcoin, not $1 million, but 1 million Bitcoin came into the market. So it was absorbed quite easily. And let's not forget that you have the FTX subsidy, the injection coming, $15 billion crypto coming into the space very soon. So overall, still very, very bullish. And let's not forget Vanguard coming into the space, which is like the biggest news ever. And to me, this is all you need to know, Vanguard. If you haven't seen that video I made on Vanguard last week on really how they own the world, and they own BlackRock, and they own the banks and the Fed. I mean, I didn't get into all of that, but if you know, you know. I mean, all the red is Vanguard, and this is the top 500 companies in the world, and they own the majority of them, right? So all the influence, all these kind of things. So another thing that was bullish about Trump too is that he was asking some advisors from Bitcoin Magazine, hey, how could we maybe use Bitcoin to help get rid of some of the national debt from the US dollar? This is how it starts, slowly and then suddenly, right? And like I've been saying on this channel before, eventually that's the only way that you're going to be able to compete as a currency around the world, or is those who don't implement are going to go through massive hyperinflation scenarios, and the countries will crumble. So this is a very smart move to do. It's what they should be doing, and we'll see what the outcome ends up being from this. And so the question might be, well, what happens if Trump actually goes to jail? Well, from what I understand is that you can still run for office in jail, even if you're in jail. And then, of course, if he wins office, then he pardons himself and he walks out. It's a crazy, crazy time that we're living in, guys. It's hard for me to actually believe, but it's happening, and so we'll see. I want to just give you a quick announcement. Very happy about the Commonwealth launch. Exactly how I would like to see it go: slow and steady. nice looking chart here moving forward. But the reason I wanted to mention this to you, and there's some big news coming from Commonwealth next week as well, but you don't have to worry about the staking. The staking bonus that was going to come into it from the unsold tokens of the public sale have been changed now to allow for the next 30 days the staking to happen. So I just wanted to make that very clear because I know some of you guys were panicking that you have to have them staked by now or by sometime tomorrow. But don't worry, we got 30 days, which is, we'll explain more of that as we go along. To be honest, I haven't been able to pay much attention to what's going on over here since Consensus, since it launched. But nonetheless, I'm very, very happy that it has been out here. And one of the most amazing things that has happened for me personally the past couple of weeks with the Binance research report, talking about the high FDV, low flow tokens, and then also speaking to some really great VCs that I respect a lot, validating this kind of thesis around the circular token economy and what we've built at Commonwealth and Paid Network was very nice because I got to hang out with a lot of smart people who were on the same page as me as far as the way that you design things. And it was just nice to be around that because usually people are not, trust me. So when it comes down to the horse in the race that I'm looking at right now, so I did buy some of this Trump mania. I shared it in the VVIP group not too long ago. And am I super impressed by the website the way it is now? No, no. But I am told that I had a friend of mine who I guess knows these guys and tells me that they're going to put a lot of effort into it around this whole rallying together as a Trump army. And, right now the whole Trump meme coin thing there's like 50, 70, 100,000 variations of Trump right now. But of course, the one that's doing the best is the one that we told you guys about a long time ago, now at like $750 million, something crazy like that. The number one Trump coin is the one that we called here at a very low market cap. So congratulations, guys. And I want to bring your attention to something quite significant. Do you remember when I made this video? Is that on Linea, not easy, but it's always a good idea to have exposure to what seems to be the defining meme coin in that ecosystem. Now, it's true, there's not a lot of attention around Linea right now. And so this Foxy, which is literally, and if you don't know the story about Linea, it was the same founder, Joe Lubin, who's also a co-founder of Ethereum. Listen to this kind of stuff. So you've got Gavin Wood, co-founder of Ethereum, and now you've got Joe Lubin, who's also co-founder of Ethereum, who is a founder of Consensus, which created MetaMask, which is this little fox, the MetaMask fox over here, and that is a direct relationship and saying that, you're going to be airdropped this Foxy for people who use MetaMask. And so I expect that when ZK season comes, that you're going to be able to pick this thing up right now, and it's only a $39 million market cap. Not financial advice. I would say probably don't ape into this thing. Like do your own research. There's not much to research. It's a meme coin. I just told you everything you need to know. So of course that's a total gamble. Of course there's a chance that Linea could not pick up any steam, and that it could just all come crashing down. So you guys see almost up a 2x. It's up 2x more than that actually now from when we talked about it. It's going through price discovery right now. So this is kind of the trajectory that we want to see is breaking through these resistance points. We don't have a whole lot of data here, but what I'd like to see this do, this is a daily chart. I'd like to see this close above what was this former resistance line over here, and then, kind of continue to move upwards. It has had this pretty impressive pump over here since we talked about it. Actually, literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like we seem to have covered it here 7 days ago. So maybe it was some of the attention that we brought from here, but nonetheless, this is price discovery. So we just don't know where it's going to go from here. And like I said, this is the number one coin on Linea, and ZK season is coming up. Good reasons to be bullish here at, sitting here at currently a $70 million market cap compared to about 32 when we called it before. So just wanted to remind you guys of that. And now that we have more of a clear distinction of being able to break through the support level that we had over here, that's a good indication. Now, to really get confirmation. We should see this resistance turn into support. Maybe it comes down, bounces off this, up again. We'll watch it closely, but I want to bring your attention back to it. And now let's go back really quickly and look at this TMania chart. You can see that if you go to the daily, this has only been out for a few days, 1, 2, 3 days, and up only. So, usually when you get these meme coins that have a good amount of volume, a good amount of traction, you see kind of this run up, you see a correction, and then you see it consolidate for a while and then come back up. So there's no rush on this right now. I did buy some earlier today, and I'm going to be watching it closely, right? We go to holder scan and we see how it's doing. So let's see if we can just quickly find it over here. Here, grab the contract address, bam, paste it in, and let's see. Just so we can keep an eye on TMania. And someone just put it in yesterday, so we have no data. But over the next couple of days, we'll be able to see. We'll be able to see if how it's doing from a user holder perspective and the growth. And so that's to wrap it up, guys. I hope that you have a great weekend.